It is my great privilege to open the annual, ever-exciting Ben-Gurion University of the Negev Honorary Doctoral Degree Conferment Ceremony this year on our 40th anniversary. Today's ceremony is about celebrating wonderful achievements and accomplishments in varied and numerous fields. Throughout the years, we have had the honor of paying tribute to great leaders, each in his or her individual arena. But this event has always been about celebrating and cherishing contribution, not only in the charitable sense, although benevolence is highly commendable, but in terms of giving and sharing of oneself in order to create and build. We are here to recognize outstanding contributors of talent, expertise, time, and resources. People who affect change, create an impact, and make a dent in areas that matter to individuals, communities, nations, and the whole world. It says in the Talmud, the whole value of a benevolent deed lies in the love that inspires it. A lifelong professional in the medical community, Toby Mower devotes her time and energy to promoting health and well-being through education on local and international fronts. Her immense experience and deep commitment to the betterment of those surrounding her resonates widely, as does her dedication to Jewish causes and to the State of Israel. Thank you, Toby, for your long-lasting friendship and support of Ben-Gurion University.
It is a proud tradition at BGU that we honor great scientists, people who have made outstanding cultural contributions, such as artists, sculptors, and musicians, as well as people who have contributed in various and diverse ways to human society, be it outside of Israel, nationally within Israel, or to the Negev region. BGU was founded as an institution for higher education in fields of both science and technology, and arts and humanities. Therefore, we take the occasion of our annual meeting of the Board of Governors to honor those who have made an important difference to a very wide range of fields, both scientifically and culturally. And now it is my privilege, for the last time as rector of this outstanding university, which has come a very long way in 40 years, to say a few words on the men and women of science, technology, culture, society, and the arts who have honored us by joining our family as doctorate honoris causa. Toby Mower, an energetic, devoted, and generous benefactor for a variety of medical and Jewish causes, who fell in love with the humanism of Ben-Gurion University.
All the great deans of the university, and the magnificent seven that is sitting behind me. You heard about them, and I'll just say a few words. I'm not going to elaborate. Toby is a tough cookie, but Mort is here. Behind every successful woman, there is a surprise husband, and this couple is incredible.
I call upon Toby Mower to rise and approach the podium, and the president of the university and rector of the university will join. The justifications for granting the degree are found in the scroll, and the scroll, written on parchment, reads as follows. The Senate and the Executive Committee of Ben-Gurion University of the Negev hereby resolve to honor Toby Mower in deep appreciation of a woman who has devoted her life to helping and supporting others in the darkest hours. With gratitude to a proud and involved member of the Jewish community of Baltimore, who plays a central role in many Zionist organizations in the United States, acting from a sense of commitment and faith in humanity, in recognition of her significant contribution towards the fight against alcoholism and other substance abuses, and the rehabilitations of those who have had the misfortune to fall into the abyss of these addictions. In honor of a member of the Ben-Gurion Society and a member of the Board of Governors of Ben-Gurion University of the Negev, who together with her husband established a scholarship fund for students, and the Dr. Morton and Toby Mower Chair in Shockwave Studies, and in acknowledgement of an experienced registered nurse who is actively contributing towards fostering the next generation of nurses and is a dedicated partner in the community-oriented Spirit of Beersheba, working to promote health, welfare, and respect for the individual. By conferring upon her the degree of Doctor Philosophiae Honoris Causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto, signed Professor Karmi, President, Professor Weinblatt, Rector, and Roy Zuckerberg, Chairman of the Board of Governors. The Rector confers the hood, the President presents the scroll. Dr. Mower, we would be delighted to hear from you on this festive occasion.
Chairman of the Board, Roy Zuckerberg, members of the board, dear friends and mishpocha. Because I'm in Israel, you all are my mishpocha. I am deeply honored to receive this honorary doctorate from Ben-Gurion University. When I look at the list of distinguished scientists, researchers that have gone before me and that are here tonight, and I'm not a researcher, I'm not a scientist per se, I'm not an intellectual, but I have good common sense. And for those that think I'm a tough cookie, I'm not. For those that truly know me, they know I'm a teddy bear at heart. My relationship here began about 16 years ago, something like that. We had been on a family mission from the Jewish Federation in Baltimore. And one of the counselors for the little ones became friendly with us, with our family. Towards the end of that mission, she asked me and my husband if we could get her an internship at Johns Hopkins Hospital in physical therapy. 2 years later, that student, Michal, was at our house, spent the summer with us, and what a wonderful, wonderful individual. We're still friends today, and she's here for us, for me today. Michal, stand up. Thank you, darling. So it's all her fault. While she was staying with us, I received an invitation for a parlor meeting for Ben-Gurion University. A parlor meeting is someone coming from the university talking to a few individuals that had never been involved with this organization before. Michal said to me, "How do you know Ben-Gurion University?" And I said, "I don't." And I said, "Why are you asking?" She says, "That's where I go to school." We did not know that until that time. Needless to say, we asked her to go to that parlor meeting with us, and she became the speaker rather than the faculty member that was sent to the house. She was wonderful. I might also add that after she left that summer, we got a call from Johns Hopkins Hospital, and we were told she was the best physiotherapist intern that they had ever had. And that's all due to this university and her brightness, of course. My relationship then began at this time, especially after Michal talked about Paruch, the student organization here that gave part-time scholarships for community service at the time. So I was very, very impressed with that. Professor Braverman had asked my husband and I, somewhere during this time period, to serve on the board. So let me tell you of 3 incidents that really impressed me about this university. We were on a different mission trip a few years later, after we had gotten on the board, with the Baltimore chapter of Hadassah Hospital. They were coming down to the Negev to look at the playground that they had set up right where Beersheba started, or the university started at the time. Beersheba, I'm sorry. It's so built up, it's hard to tell where it was at one time. And I, at my insistence, I insisted that the mission stop by at Ben-Gurion University so they can see what a university in the desert looked like. I told the group that the president of the university would meet us. They all laughed. Why would a president of the university want to meet with Hadassah Mission? Anyway, we got to the university, the bus pulls up. Next to the bus pulls a car with a driver. This man gets out, goes to the trunk of his car, spritzes himself with cologne, puts on a tie and a jacket, and everyone on the bus is laughing, just like this man's wife is laughing now. And everybody on the bus was laughing, and I said, "Don't laugh. That's the president. What a mensch." The other incident that occurred was when at a Board of Governors meeting, or my first Board of Governors meeting, we had lunch in the student cafeteria. Remember, this was 15, 14, 16 years ago. Who knows? I'm getting old. I was truly impressed by the fact that the Israeli students, the Bedouin students, the Ethiopian students, Arab students were all seated together at one table rather than sitting in cliques. It is the first time I had ever been at a university here in Israel that I really saw how they mixed together. Finally, Ben-Gurion University has done much work with Jewish National Fund. Although BGU needs to raise their own funds, they are not so completely territorial that they can't work with other organizations. And for that, I applaud you. Academically, I believe that Ben-Gurion University is one in which the state-of-the-art research is done. And we've heard it many times this week, weeks before, and even tonight. I am so proud of this. As I have strongly suggested to Professor Carmi, hopefully some research will be done in the future regarding substance abuse, alcoholism, and chemical dependency. As we all know, the Jewish people have stuck their heads in the sand long enough and been in denial too long regarding this disease, not this moral issue, this disease. Denial is a river in Egypt, Denial. I don't believe there is anyone amongst this group who has not been affected by this disease, either by family or friends. So I'm hoping eventually we can be the first to have instructors teach. As I was taught, my master's is in psychology with a specialty in alcohol and drug abuse. And I would hope that in the future, this university will again be number one in starting this type of program. We live in tough times. This is a tough area in the world. Nevertheless, we hope for the best and continue to do what we believe is right, not only for the welfare of this wonderful Jewish state, but also for the people who surround us. Our own right to survive, prosper, and develop the fund of knowledge to benefit all of mankind is crucial. There is no other route forward. And so once again, let me thank you all for this honor.